It is not what happened recently that you've become aware of. It's what has happened that you are seeking from your soul to remember for your now moment. How this is explained is that the memories and the information through what you could call your biological library of consciousness has been activating different points of necessity for your new earth pathways. Some of these, what you might consider memories in the form of information of the past, have not been accessed before. They are not traumas, nor are they fragmentation points, but we could call them specific holding or decisions of containment. This is not binding, nor is it containing in the form of some of the formats that you have experienced in the past version of yourself. These are access points or level ups or programs of consciousness of self that have been awaiting a specific bandwidth, capacity, and ability to upload and reintroduce. However, based on the experience that has been and how you have functioned in reality before, there is still a learning of how to understand that instead of having to repeat a level in what you might have considered the human computer game or the soul evolution of Earth School, which you have already graduated from, you could see this as a different form of mastery. You are still leveling up. You're going through different navigational processes, but it's not a need to repeat, nor is it a failure if you don't. It's more like a Sims game where you get to build the experience. You get to build the houses, the different connections, relationships. You feed and nourish, and therefore it builds from the inside outward in the form of a technology. This still requires a interpretation of memory because these points of information were placed in your new earth consciousness as a younger individual. It is an illusion to believe that you have only functioned from the old earth self through your human experience. You have, for many, 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 many lifetimes, been functioning from old earth existence and new earth existence at different points and capacities. Although primarily for many of the lifetimes you, and for some you might have been in the totality of the old earth, there has always been a point of where it is that you might be focusing on in sacred heart resonance to the future and the trajectory of the ascended expression of the human race. This might have come up in the original plans and experience for your own human existence or incarnation, your connection to the original points of Earth blueprints and your own original blueprints as a human incarnated soul. This means that through the time-space continuum, there is new Earth access points, new Earth memory related to experiences that are not considered traumatizing, karmic, or of a dense experience. This will not be necessarily seen as time travel, yet it will be bringing the creation points, the evolution points, the information points, the data from your time-space continuum to be reintroduced, re-established, and reintegrated into your energy field for your now moment new earth expression. If you could imagine that you have been dreaming yourself to this point of arrival for a long period of experiencing, then there is going to be many points that have the information of what it is that you are becoming of the physical manifestation or actualization in this here now moment. Much like you have in the old earth experience of healing, you are required to do what you might consider timeline technique or timeline therapy in the form of a new earth receiver. This will mean accessing points of time that you are in your new earth consciousness that you created, visioned, built, designed, and developed different things for your present moment reintroduction. Every thought is a created experience. Every thought has its own consciousness reality. And although the focus has been on the realities that you've wanted to step out of, you've simultaneously been creating realities that you want to step into. This is the nature of existence. This is the nature of this universe. Everything must simultaneously happen at every point. When you're focused on that of something that is painful, you're also simultaneously creating something that is joyful. It is the focus lens that is occurring at the point of time, the different parts and the pieces, and you have stepped out of the focus of what was into the focus of what is in present moment and future forward creation.